10th Electric, UK band, new album, Unshakable, and we're going to be speaking with the frontman, Luke Mitchell, right now. How you doing, Luke?
Yeah, good, thanks. It's great to be on here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely, man. Welcome to HopeJamz, man. A rock show, maybe it's a hip-hop show, who knows, but the reason you're on here, man, is because, man, just your music hit me, like, it was like, boom, and it's got lots of energy and it's rocky. I love that, man. So, like, I just wanted to say, first of all, straight off the bat, like, well done, man. Your music is hitting the mark.
Brilliant. That's exactly it. That's the aim we've always wanted to kind of get to. So thanks very much. Means a lot to me and obviously the band as well.
Definitely, man. All right, man. So first time on HopeJamz, obviously. So we want to get into what you guys are all about. So give us the backstory, man. Like, how did you guys get into the scene?
Yeah. So 10th Electric is there's four of us. We're all based in London, and we basically met at university. Always, as a lot of bands do, you kind of come from all different parts of the country, and you've all got music backgrounds and just want to make good music. And we all met at university, and then just started playing the circuit around London, and built to the point where we're at now. We used to have a bass player, which was a lot of fun, but decided to take it a little bit more electronic, and so for the last 2 years we've not had a bass player at all, and all our bass comes from like synthesizers. Kind of gives it a slightly different edge. So yeah, it's been great. Like I say, meeting everyone at university just kind of really kind of gave us that community feel for like going through the university years. So that was really, really good to have a band. It's a really good outlet.
Yeah, so you formed in the university then, like, yeah, you got together, like, that's how you first kind of knew each other.
Yeah, it was great. Like a little family away from family.
Cool. And do you want to shout out the other members?
Yeah, so we have Max Honsinger, he does keys and producing. We've got Luigi, who's on the drums, and we've got Adam Green, who's on guitar. And that makes us. Nice
one. And so you've recently just dropped your album, Unshakable, and
yeah,
like kind of off air, you were telling me like you had a good amount of people turn up. So tell us a bit about that, man. Like, how did it go down?
Yeah, so we did our launch gig on Tuesday, just gone, and it was actually an incredible show. We managed to pack out, get a sold out venue, and just to get everybody, obviously the power of music is you just see it when you get all the people together from such different backgrounds in a room and just really, really enjoying not only obviously the message that we're putting through the lyrics, but the energy that we're giving through just music itself. And obviously our music's quite rocky, as you know. And I just think getting people jumping around and feeling the energy and just coming together. It was just absolutely superb. Really good way to start the campaign and get our EP out there.
So what is the kind of key thing like behind your music that you're doing? Obviously, like, are you're believers in Christ? Or is that right? Is it fair to say that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like a lot of my music in the past was always. I haven't always been a true believer. I always went to church when I was a child and had faith, but not really been led by the Spirit. And it was only when the last, I would say, 4 years that's kind of like it's pushed into my music in the mainstream sense. I sing in my local church, but to actually bring God through my music and actually be led by that is something really close to my heart. So in the music, it's all been led by history of mental health in my family and the realities that actually impacts on so many people. We all probably know somebody or have had moments or are a bit down or feeling lost, and it's been a really, I wanted to kind of portray that through music, and actually, like Remedy, which we've just heard, is actually real realities, like real darkness. But like the rest of the tracks is all positive. It's all different things that's helped me. For me, it's been led by my faith. But obviously, as we all know, lots and lots of people don't have a faith. And through our words, I want to kind of say to people that there are things that you can think about or support each other, regardless of whether you have a faith or not. But obviously, when people come and chat to me, it then gives me the opportunity to talk about my faith and spread, the good news, really, that you're not alone. So, but yeah, I'm really, really happy to be in this position to share it with others.
So you said, like, the main kind of is, am I getting it right? Like the main kind of feeling behind the album then is kind of like a push towards obviously your Christian faith, but obviously is it something to do? So mental health has something like a big part of that.
Yeah. So ultimately, like in a nutshell, we want to like challenge the stigma surrounding mental health issues, because we've all probably heard a lot of talk about it, but we all still know people who do suffer with mental health issues or get really down or feel very lost, and actually it's okay to feel like that. And we want to just be able to reach out to people and give people like a sense of hope. And like I say, some of the words, some of the lyrics, some of the other tracks that, we're going to play talk about just remembering the little things in life, because we obviously, this world we live in, it's all about what you don't have, and actually we've all had great memories and actually holding on to them. So there's some real non kind of faith-based practical kind of help in the sense that I've helped myself with, and the band has kind of gone along the same route. And it's obviously all come from being led by the Holy Spirit and how my faith has kind of driven that. But obviously we want to reach everybody, and just understand that mental health is a big issue for a lot of people. So obviously I've had personal experience, so I can relate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. I'm really, really happy to be able to do like a concept kind of EP in many ways, to take people on a journey. Yeah,
I was going to say it's quite talked about the subject these days. It seems to be coming out of the woodwork a bit more, doesn't it? Like the more talk about to get out in the open, and it's obviously in culture it's becoming more relevant now, isn't it, to talk about it?
Oh, massively. And I think it's a really good thing. I don't think people should. It's not like a fad, or people like trying to get on the bandwagon and stuff. I think it's just good to be real and know that actually we all struggle, especially musicians, and how difficult the music world can be, and just to know that actually we're all going through difficult parts in life, and actually we all can support each other through it. So it's cool to be on the show and actually share that, share like mental health issues with other artists as well, and know that we're all singing from the same hymn book.
Cool, man. So I presume like the other band members, they're behind it as well. They're all like full in. Massively,
yeah, they're massively behind it. And I think it's as a musician, it gives you a sense of purpose when you sing about something that really kind of means something to you. There's a lot of music out there is obviously, it all has different meanings, but some of it's quite isolated. And so actually, some of the songs just like all about a situation that's not really relevant to anybody else but just you, and the rest of the band can't get behind what you're talking about. But especially like, as I said, being a musician, we all in the band, we all can relate to bad times and difficult moments. And even though ultimately most of the difficult times have come from my personal experience, all of our band members have had different members of friends and family who have struggled along the way. So yeah, it's something we can all share, which is great.
Okay, cool, man. Okay, well, talk about the music then. Obviously, you just released Unshakable album, and it seems like it's hitting, people's hearts and people are grabbing hold of it. I guess maybe a bit too early to ask what's next kind of thing, but I guess we are at the end of the year, so 2019. Like, do you have like kind of a forecast of what you want to do?
Yeah. So we're still releasing material from this, and we've also got we're also going to be releasing some acoustic versions of these tracks as well, because it shows the different dynamic that we have, but also a lot of people can relate. Some people just love the acoustic vibe, some people love the rock vibe. So we're going to be still pushing hard in the new year, aiming to just kind of get out there and reach a lot of people live. So we're just building our live shows. We've got hopefully going to get a number of festivals. We've already got one in the bag next year, which is really exciting. And just see how we can reach a lot of people in 2019. So it's a lot of sitting in the planning department as such, and then just getting out there playing and having some fun in the new year.